There is a quiet, unique moment that happens sometimes, just before sleep. It might be a fleeting glance in a bathroom mirror, the light low and forgiving, or perhaps it's a feeling that arises from within as you lie in the darkness. In that moment, you meet your reflection, not just the one you see with your eyes, but the one you feel in your bones. And sometimes, in that meeting, there is a sense of dissonance, a quiet disconnect, a subtle ache for a version of yourself that seems to belong to another time. It can feel like looking at a beloved landscape after a long, hard winter, noticing the ways the earth has shifted, the new lines carved by wind and water. It's a complex feeling, isn't it? A blend of familiarity and strangeness, a quiet grief for the person you once were, coexisting with the person you are right now. But what if that feeling isn't a sign that something is wrong? What if instead it is a quiet invitation? An invitation to look again, but differently. What if this body, the one that has carried you here to this very night, isn't a problem to be solved, or a past to be mourned, but a story to be read, a sacred text written in a language of change and resilience? What if, just for tonight, we could set aside the struggle, the comparison, the fight against time, and simply meet ourselves with a gentle and profound curiosity? Before we go any deeper, allow this time to be entirely yours. Let this moment be a sanctuary. Wherever you are listening, in the quiet of the late night or the still of the early morning, just settle in. Let the space around you hold you. Feel the support of the surface beneath you, whether it's a bed, a sofa, or a chair. It is here for you, completely. Allow your body to feel this support. And now, let's bring a gentle awareness to the body itself, creating a space of peace from the inside out. Begin with your jaw. Notice if you are holding any tension there, from words unspoken, or from the simple effort of the day, and just let it go. Allow a little space to form between your upper and lower teeth. Feel the muscles soften, releasing a tightness you may not have even been aware of. Now, bring that same gentle awareness to the space between your eyebrows. This is a place where we so often hold worry, concentration, and focus. Just smooth it out in your mind's eye. Let that area become soft, open, and calm. And finally, your shoulders. Throughout the day, they carry so much, both literally and figuratively. Let them drop away from your ears. Feel their weight, heavy and relaxed, sinking down into the surface beneath you. With each breath out, imagine you are releasing the burdens they have been holding. You are creating a small, safe harbor, right here, right now. A space where you don't have to be anything or do anything. You just have to be. And in this safe harbor, we can set a gentle intention for our time together tonight. The intention is simple, but it is profound. Tonight is not about fighting. It is not about fixing or wishing things were different. There will be no battle with the mirror, no internal war against the natural flow of life. Instead, tonight is about coming home. It is about coming home to the body that has been your most faithful and constant companion on this entire wild journey of life. Think about it for a moment. This body has been with you for every single breath you have ever taken. It was there for your first steps, and it is here with you now, resting. It was there for every moment of soaring joy, the laughter that made your stomach ache, the sunlight on your skin. And it was there for every tear, every heartache, every moment of fear or loss, holding you, healing you, carrying you through when you didn't know if you could take another step. It has worked tirelessly, mostly without any instruction from you at all. Your heart has been beating in a steady, faithful rhythm. Your lungs have been drawing in the air of the world and releasing what is no longer needed. Your cells have been regenerating. Your wounds have been mending, all in a quiet, miraculous dance of life that happens below the surface of our awareness. This body has been your vessel, your home, your partner in the experience of being alive. It has never once left you. And yet, how often do we treat it like an adversary? How often do we stand in judgment of its changes, forgetting that these changes are the very evidence of a life being lived? Tonight, we gently propose a different way. Tonight is about beginning to see this body with new, kinder eyes, not as an object to be critiqued, but as a living record of your unique and precious story. It's an invitation to begin a quiet friendship with your own physical self, a friendship based on respect, gratitude, and a deep, compassionate understanding. We are not aiming for a sudden, dramatic shift. That is not how true peace works. We are simply opening a door, just a little, to the possibility that you can feel whole and at home in your skin, exactly as you are right now. The changes you notice are not flaws. They are chapters. The lines, the softness, the silver threads. They are all part of a beautiful, intricate map that tells the tale of where you have been, what you have learned, and who you have become. So let that be our starting point tonight. A simple, gentle intention to meet yourself with kindness, to lay down the fight, just for these moments before sleep, and to listen, perhaps for the first time, to the quiet wisdom your body has been waiting to share with you all along. There is nothing to force and nothing to fix, just a soft turning toward yourself, a gentle welcome home. And from this place of quiet truce, we can begin to explore the story that is written on your skin, a story of incredible strength, survival, and grace. And so, in this quiet space you have made for yourself, let's begin this gentle journey of seeing, not with the harsh, critical eye we so often turn upon ourselves, but with the soft, curious gaze of a dear friend. Let's begin by bringing a gentle awareness to your body, not as a whole, but as a living landscape, a place of stories and seasons. We are not here to judge this landscape or to wish it were different. We are simply here to walk through it, to notice what is present, and to listen for the quiet history it holds. Imagine you are an archivist of your own life, and your body is the precious, one-of-a-kind manuscript. Our only task tonight is to read a few of its pages with reverence. Let's start with the hair. Without needing to see it or touch it, just bring your awareness to it. Feel its weight, its texture, the way it rests against your head or your pillow. And perhaps you have noticed new threads appearing here over the years. Society calls them gray, a word that can feel heavy, like a cloudy day. But let's set that word aside. Think of them instead as silver, or strands of pearl, or threads of moonlight woven into the tapestry of you. Each one is a marker of time, yes, but not of decay. It is a marker of endurance, a sign of seasons you have weathered, winters of difficulty and summers of joy. Each strand represents a collection of sunrises you have witnessed, of wisdom you have gathered, of love you have given and received. They are not a sign that you are fading. They are a sign that you have lived, and lived deeply. Just for a moment, simply acknowledge their presence, without any label of good or bad. They are just a part of your story, a new color emerging in the palette of your life. And now, let's bring this gentle, curious awareness to your face, specifically to the delicate skin around your eyes. This is an area where our lives are so beautifully recorded. You might notice a network of fine lines, a map that radiates from the corners of your eyes. Again, the world has a harsh word for these: wrinkles. A word that implies a mistake, something to be erased. But what if we saw them differently? What if these are not wrinkles, but laugh lines? What if they are the physical echo of every smile that has ever truly reached your eyes? Think of the thousands of moments of joy, amusement, and deep connection that have caused your eyes to crinkle in just this way. These lines are the evidence of your laughter. They are the riverbeds carved by currents of happiness. They also speak of other things. They speak of the times you've squinted into a bright, hopeful sun, the times you've narrowed your eyes in deep concentration, trying to solve a problem or understand a new idea. They even speak of the times you've cried, releasing sorrow and making space for healing. This map around your eyes is not a flaw. It is the intricate, beautiful proof that you have felt things deeply. It is the signature of your expressive soul. Just notice this map. You don't have to love it. You simply have to see it for what it is: a record of a life rich with emotion. Now, let's allow our awareness to drift to the rest of your skin, the canvas that holds you together. Over time, its texture changes. Perhaps it has become softer, more delicate. Perhaps it bears marks from adventures, from falls, from healing. Maybe there are spots that hold the memory of sunlight from days long past. We are often taught to see these changes as a loss of something, a loss of firmness or smoothness. But consider this. Think of a brand new book, its cover stiff and unyielding. And then think of a beloved book, one that has been read 100 times. Its cover is soft, pliable, creased at the spine. It yields to your touch. It feels like home. Your skin is like the cover of that beloved book. It has softened because it has held you through so much life. Its marks are not imperfections. They are illustrations in your story. A scar on your knee from learning to ride a bike as a child. The faint line on your finger from a kitchen accident while preparing a meal for loved ones. The changing texture is a sign of a life being touched and of a body that has protected and healed you over and over again. It is a testament to its resilience, its incredible ability to mend and continue on. Just for this moment, rest in the awareness of your skin, not as an ornament, but as your primary organ of connection to the world. It has felt the warmth of the sun, the coolness of water, the comfort of a loving embrace. It is a living library of sensory memory. Our purpose here is simply to practice a new way of seeing, to observe these changes with the neutral, compassionate curiosity of a scientist discovering a new star. You see it, you note its characteristics, you marvel at its existence, but you do not judge it as good or bad. It simply is. This silver thread is. This line on your skin is. This changing texture is. This is the first step toward peace, to be able to look upon the truth of your own physical form and not immediately turn away or rush to criticism. It's the simple, revolutionary act of allowing things to be as they are. And in this allowance, a quiet space can open up. A space where you are no longer at war with time, but are simply flowing with it, held safely within the body that tells the incredible, ongoing story of you. And as we rest in this quiet, neutral observation, it's important to honor something else that is present. It is the difficulty. It is the pain. Because to speak of accepting our body's changes without acknowledging the deep and often painful resistance we feel would be to tell only half the story. And you deserve the whole story. So let's be honest, and let's be gentle with that honesty. It is not always easy to look in the mirror and see a face or a form that is different from the one you remember, the one you identified with for so long. There can be a real and profound sense of loss, a grief for the person you were, for the energy you had, for the image that felt so quintessentially you. This feeling is real. It is valid. It makes complete sense. You are not imagining this struggle. You are not being vain or superficial for feeling it. You are a human being living in a world that bombards you every single day with 1,000 subtle and not so subtle messages. Messages that tell you that aging is a problem to be solved. Messages that celebrate an impossibly narrow standard of beauty, one that is almost exclusively associated with youth. From the advertisements for creams that promise to reverse time, to the movies that rarely show older bodies as objects of desire or vitality, to the casual conversations where people speak of aging as a defeat. You have been marinating in this culture your entire life. Think about it. We are sold the idea that the body's natural progression is something to be fought, to be covered up, to be ashamed of. We are taught to see the natural unfolding of a life story on our skin as a series of flaws. Wrinkles are to be erased. Silver hair is to be dyed. The natural softening of a body that has lived and worked, and perhaps even grown other human beings, is something to be tightened and toned and disciplined back into a youthful ideal. Is it any wonder then that looking at your own natural, beautiful, changing body can sometimes bring up feelings of frustration or sadness or even a sense of failure? That feeling of not being enough doesn't come from a flaw within you. It is the echo of 1,000 external voices you have internalized over decades. It is a story that has been told to you and sold to you so consistently that it can feel like the absolute truth. And then there is the internal voice, the inner critic. This voice can be the harshest of all. It's the one that compares you to old photographs, the one that magnifies every perceived imperfection in the mirror, the one that whispers unkind things when you're trying on clothes or seeing yourself in a candid picture. This voice often learned its script from the world around you. It took on the job of policing you, of trying to keep you safe by making sure you fit in, by pushing you to meet the impossible standards it saw everywhere. It's not an evil voice. In its own misguided way, it was probably trying to protect you from judgment. But its methods are painful. Its words are heavy. And carrying the weight of that constant internal criticism is exhausting. It is a lonely and difficult burden to bear. So tonight, right here in this safe and quiet space, let's just honor that. Let's make room for any feelings of loss you may have. Let's acknowledge any frustration, any anger, any grief that arises when you think about these changes. You have permission to feel it all without judgment. Your feelings are not the problem. They are a completely natural and understandable response to the pressures you've been under. They are a sign that you have a tender heart and that you have been trying so hard for so long to navigate a world that doesn't always honor the profound beauty of time. Think of the strength it has taken, the sheer courage it requires just to show up in the world each day, in a body that is changing, while carrying the weight of all these messages. You have been so strong. You have navigated so much. And the fact that you are here tonight, listening to these words, willing to even consider a kinder way of relating to yourself, that is an act of immense courage. It is an act of profound self-love. It shows that somewhere inside of you, underneath all the noise and the criticism, there is a wise and resilient part of you that knows there is another way. A part of you that is ready to come home. So let's just take a moment to acknowledge that courage. Take a deep, gentle breath in, and as you breathe out, silently thank yourself for showing up for this, for being willing to explore this tender territory, for having the strength to question the old stories and open the door to a new one. You are not failing. You are unfolding. And every feeling you have about that process is welcome here. It is all part of the sacred and sometimes challenging journey of being fully human. By simply acknowledging the difficulty, by validating the pain, we take away its power. We stop fighting with our feelings, and instead, we make a space for them to be seen and heard. And in that space, something new can begin to grow. A quiet sense of peace, a gentle self-compassion. The first step is always honesty, and you have just taken it. Rest in that. You have done enough. And now, as we hold that gentle acknowledgement of the struggle, let's widen the lens a little. Let's look beyond our own individual experience in the mirror and see this journey in a much larger, more comforting context. Because here is a profound and simple truth. You are not alone in this, not even close. This experience of watching your body change with the passing of time is not a personal failure or a unique problem you are facing. It is one of the most universal, shared, and sacred journeys of being human. Every single person who has ever had the privilege of living a long life has walked this path. Every ancestor you have, every historical figure you admire, every elder who has ever shared their wisdom, they have all stood where you stand. They have all watched their hair turn to silver, felt their skin soften, and seen the map of their life etched upon their face. By experiencing this, you are not being singled out for some difficult trial. You are being initiated into a vast and timeless community. You are joining the great flowing river of humanity that stretches back through all of history. In this, you are deeply and profoundly connected to everyone. The feeling of isolation that can come with these changes is an illusion, born of a culture that hides the reality of aging away. But the truth is, this is a shared passage, a rite that connects you more deeply to the fundamental nature of life itself. Life is change. Life is movement. Nothing in the universe is static, and that includes you. To resist this change is to resist the very essence of being alive. Think about it this way. Consider the seasons of the natural world. In spring, there's the fresh, vibrant green of new beginnings. It is a time of incredible energy, of bursting forth, of potential. It is beautiful and full of promise. Then comes summer, a time of fullness, of strength, of peak vitality. The sun is high, the days are long, and the world is lush and abundant. It is powerful and glorious. But the story doesn't end there. Next comes autumn. The light begins to soften. The colors deepen into rich golds, fiery reds, and warm oranges. There is a letting go, a beautiful release. It isn't a season of failure because it is no longer summer. It is a season of harvest, of wisdom, of a different kind of breathtaking beauty. And then comes winter, a time of quiet, of rest, of stripping down to the essential. The stark, elegant beauty of bare branches against a winter sky holds its own profound power and grace. It is a time of deep inner wisdom, a preparation for the return of spring. Each season is necessary. Each season has its own unique gifts, its own sacred purpose, its own undeniable beauty. We would never look at an autumn forest and mourn that it is not green like the spring. We would never criticize a winter landscape for its stillness. We celebrate each season for what it is. Your body, like the earth itself, moves through its own seasons. You have had your spring of youthful becoming and your summer of vibrant strength. And now, perhaps, you are moving into your autumn or your winter. This is not a diminishment. It is a transition into a different kind of beauty, a different kind of power. It is the season of harvest, of wisdom, of a deep and settled grace. The silver in your hair is the frost on a winter branch, a sign of a life that has endured. The lines on your skin are like the rings of a tree, each one marking a year of growth, a year of standing tall through storms and sunshine. When you can begin to see your own life in this way, as a natural, cyclical unfolding, it releases the pressure to cling to one single season. You can start to appreciate the unique gifts of the season you are actually in, the wisdom that was not available to you in your spring, the perspective that you could not have had in your summer, the quiet, profound peace that can only come from a life fully lived. You are not a fading summer. You are a magnificent autumn, or a wise and peaceful winter. And both are just as vital, just as beautiful, and just as much a part of the whole of life. This shared journey normalizes what you are going through. It takes it out of the realm of personal crisis and places it in the realm of sacred, natural passage. Imagine all the women and men throughout all of time who have rested their heads on their pillows at night, feeling the very same shifts in their bodies. Imagine the hands that have become softer and more lined, hands that have built homes, tended gardens, held babies, and created art. Imagine the faces that have recorded lifetimes of laughter and tears, worry and wonder. When you feel a moment of grief for your younger self, you can know that this feeling has been felt by billions before you. It is a shared human ache, a tender part of loving the life we are given. And in that shared feeling, there is immense comfort. You are not alone on a lonely island. You are walking a well-worn path, a path trod by the strongest, wisest, and most resilient souls. This is what it means to live a full life. It is a privilege. It is an honor. And it is something that connects you in the most fundamental way to the great, beautiful, ever-changing tapestry of human existence. Let this sense of shared humanity be a comfort to you. Let it dissolve the feeling of isolation. You are part of a grand collective story. Your changing body is your membership card to the esteemed club of those who have truly lived. Rest in that belonging. Rest in that shared sacred truth. And so, resting in this comforting truth that you are part of a vast shared human journey, we arrive at a very gentle and very powerful turning point, a place of possibility. It is the possibility of letting go, the possibility of laying down the fight. For so long, you may have been holding on to a heavy weight, the weight of resistance, the weight of trying to hold back time. like trying to hold back the tide with your bare hands. It is an exhausting and impossible battle, and yet we are taught that it is a noble one to wage. We brace ourselves against change. We clench our jaws, tighten our shoulders, and invest so much energy in trying to control the uncontrollable. Think of the sheer effort involved, the mental energy spent worrying, critiquing, and comparing, the emotional energy spent feeling frustrated, disappointed, or anxious, the physical energy spent in treatments, routines, and exercises, all aimed at halting a natural process. It is like living your life with a clenched fist, constantly fighting, constantly pushing back. But what if, just for tonight, you could give yourself permission to unclench that fist? What if you could receive, right here in this quiet moment, a gentle, explicit permission to simply stop fighting? You don't have to earn this permission. You don't have to deserve it. It is yours by right. It is a grace you can extend to yourself at any moment. The permission to lay down the heavy armor you have been wearing. The permission to stop swimming against the current of your own life and instead to simply turn over and float. Imagine the relief of that, the profound softness that comes from surrender. Not a surrender of defeat, but a surrender of wisdom. A wise recognition that your energy is far too precious to be spent on a battle that can never be won. Your life force is meant for living, for loving, for creating, for experiencing joy, not for being consumed in a constant low-grade war against your own beautiful changing self. So, let's make this permission tangible. Let's bring it from a simple idea into a felt experience in your body, using the gentle power of your own breath. Your breath is the most ancient and faithful rhythm you have. It is your anchor to the present moment, and it is a powerful tool for release. So, as you continue to rest comfortably, just bring a soft awareness to your breathing. Don't try to change it or control it. Just notice the natural rise and fall of your chest or abdomen, the gentle in-breath, and the soft out-breath. Now, we are going to attach an intention to this breath. With your next inhalation, I want you to imagine you are breathing in a sense of peaceful acceptance. Just the idea of it. Breathing in calm, breathing in ease. And now, with the exhalation, I want you to imagine you are breathing out the struggle. Let's try that together, silently. A gentle breath in, receiving calm and acceptance. And a long, slow breath out, releasing the fight, releasing the tension, releasing the need to control. With each out-breath, feel the heavy weight of self-judgment beginning to dissolve. Imagine it leaving your body as a gray mist, effortlessly drifting away from you into the vastness of the room. Breathe in peace, and breathe out the relentless expectations of others. Let them go. They are not yours to carry. Breathe in self-compassion, and breathe out the harsh voice of your own inner critic. Let it soften and fade with the out-breath. Breathe in the simple truth of this present moment, and breathe out all the worries about yesterday and all the anxieties about tomorrow. Just continue this for a few more cycles at your own pace. With every exhalation, you are consciously laying down the armor piece by piece. You are giving yourself permission to be soft, to be vulnerable, to be simply, authentically, humanly you. There is nothing you need to hold on to so tightly. It is safe to let go. It is safe to surrender to the natural, gentle flow of your own life. Feel the profound relief that begins to spread through your body as you do this. Notice the softening in your shoulders, the release in your stomach, the the calm that settles in your mind. This is the feeling of surrender. It is not weakness. It is a deep and profound strength. It is the strength to choose peace over conflict, acceptance over resistance. This fight against your own body is a heavy burden that you were never meant to carry. It was placed upon you by a world that has forgotten the wisdom of the seasons. But you can choose to set it down. You can choose to walk away from that battlefield. You are not abandoning yourself. In fact, you are doing the opposite. By laying down the weapons of criticism and judgment, you are finally, truly coming home to yourself. You are declaring a truce. You are signing a peace treaty with your own reflection. And in the quiet that follows the end of any long war, there is a space for healing to begin, a space for a new kind of relationship to blossom, one based not on control and criticism, but on kindness, appreciation, and a deep, abiding friendship. You do not have to pick up that fight again tomorrow. But for right now, in this moment, it is laid down. The battle is over. The armor is off. You are simply here, resting in your body, breathing in and breathing out. And that is more than enough. It is everything. Allow the feeling of this profound relief to wash over you, a gentle wave of peace, clearing the way for a deeper connection to the wisdom your body holds. Now, in this newfound space of peace, with the heavy armor of resistance laid aside, we can begin to do something truly creative. We can begin to gently rewrite the story. For so long, the narrative of change has been dictated by an external voice, a voice of lack and fear. It's a story that labels every change as a loss, every line as a flaw, every shift as a step in the wrong direction. But that is only one story, and it is not the truest one. The truest story is written in a language of courage, resilience, and love, and you are the only one who can truly read and interpret it. So let's begin to read the map of your life, not with the old dictionary of criticism, but with a new one filled with words like evidence, testament, and signature. Let's start a gentle reframing. This isn't about pretending something is different than it is. It's about seeing the same landscape, but understanding its deeper meaning. Let's return to the lines on your face, the ones we observed so neutrally before. Now, let's infuse them with meaning. That faint line between your brows, the one you may have worried about, is not just a wrinkle. It is the evidence of your concentration, of your focus. It is the mark of a mind that has worked hard to solve problems, to learn new things, to understand the world. It is the signature of your intellectual curiosity. Those lines around your mouth, they are the testament to a lifetime of expression. They are the echoes of every word of comfort you've spoken to a friend, every laugh that has erupted from your belly, every thoughtful purse of your lips as you listen deeply to another's story. These are not signs of aging. These are signs of a life of engagement, of connection, of feeling. Each line is a footnote to a memory, a chapter in a story you have bravely lived. And what of the scars? So often we try to hide them, to see them as imperfections on a supposedly flawless canvas. But what is a scar really? A scar is the story of a wound that is healed. It is the physical proof of your body's incredible resilience. It is a testament not to the injury, but to the recovery. That scar on your hand might be a reminder of your strength. That mark on your abdomen might be the beautiful, silvery map of the place where you grew another human life. Each scar is a badge of honor, a sign that you have lived, you have fallen, and you have, most importantly, gotten back up. You have healed. They are not imperfections. They are monuments to your survival. And the changing shape of your body, the softness that may have gathered in certain places. The old story calls this a lack of discipline. But the new story, the truer story, sees it differently. This softness can be the evidence of comfort given and received. It can be the sign of a body that has enjoyed nourishing meals with people you love. It can be the result of a metabolism that has shifted because it has worked tirelessly for decades to keep you alive and well. It can be a sign of earned gentleness, a body that is no longer braced in the constant tension of youth, but has settled into a comfortable, grounded strength. It is not a failure. It is the physical manifestation of a life that has been about more than just maintaining a certain form. It has been a life of substance, of experience, of nourishment. To reframe is to see the whole picture, to look at a change and ask, what else is true about this? What life has created this mark? What strength does it represent? Here's an analogy that might help. Think of your body as a beloved, well-read book. When you first get a book, its cover is pristine. Its pages are crisp. Its spine is stiff. But a book that is truly loved, one whose story has captivated you and taught you things, does not stay that way. Its cover softens and creases. Its corners might be bent from being carried with you everywhere. The spine becomes flexible, yielding. There might be a smudge on a page from a tear you cried, or a coffee stain from a morning spent lost in its world. We would never look at such a book and call it ruined. We would see these marks as a sign of its value, a testament to the incredible story it holds within. We would cherish it even more for its well-loved appearance. Your body is that beloved book. Every change, every line, every scar, every bit of softness is part of its unique, precious history. It tells the epic tale of you. To wish for a pristine, unmarked cover is to wish for a story that has never been read, a life that has never been lived. But your story has been read. Your life has been lived and is being lived with courage and passion. Your body is the beautiful, tangible evidence of that truth. So we can begin to create a new affirmation, a new belief to hold gently in our minds as we drift towards sleep. Let it be this: every change on my body is a chapter in a story I have bravely lived. Say it silently to yourself. Feel the truth of it. Every change on my body is a chapter in a story I have bravely lived. This simple shift in perspective is incredibly powerful. It doesn't erase the change, but it imbues it with honor. It transforms it from a source of shame into a source of quiet pride. It changes the conversation from one of critique to one of reverence. You are not a static object to be maintained. You are a living, breathing, evolving story. And your body is the sacred manuscript on which that beautiful story is written. Let this new narrative settle into your heart. Let it be a gentle balm, soothing the old wounds of self-criticism and opening you up to a profound sense of peace with the magnificent, unfolding story of you. As this new story begins to take root, let's deepen our connection even further. Let's move beyond seeing the body as a book that tells a story and begin to feel it from the inside out as the faithful, loving vessel that has carried you through that story. A vessel is something that contains and carries. It is strong, reliable, and essential for any journey. Your body is the most incredible vessel ever created. It is the ship that has navigated you through the calm seas and the raging storms of your entire life. and its loyalty to you has been absolute, unwavering. Think about this for a moment. Truly let it sink in. Your body has never, not for a single second, been against you. It has only ever been for you. Every single process happening within it right now, and every process that has ever happened, has been aimed at one fundamental goal: keeping you alive, keeping you going, supporting your experience of this world. From the very beginning, it has been your ultimate ally. When you were a child and you fell and scraped your knee, what did your body do? It immediately, without any conscious instruction from you, launched a miraculous healing campaign. It sent cells to clean the wound, to fight off infection, to build a protective scab, and then, underneath, to weave new skin, fresh and whole. It did this not because you asked it to, but because its fundamental nature is to heal. Its entire orientation is towards wholeness. It is always, always working to bring you back to balance. How many times in your life has this quiet miracle occurred? How many cuts, bruises, illnesses, and injuries has your body patiently and skillfully mended on your behalf? It is the most devoted physician, the most tireless nurse, on call for you 24 hours a day, for your entire life. And consider the times you may have been unkind to it, the times you pushed it too hard, deprived it of sleep, fed it things that weren't nourishing, or filled it with the stressful chemistry of negative self-talk. Did your body ever go on strike? Did it ever refuse to work for you? No, it kept going. It did its absolute best with the resources you gave it. Your heart kept beating. Your lungs kept breathing. Your digestive system kept trying to extract nutrients. It continued to carry you, to serve you, even when you were not serving it well. This is a level of loyalty, a depth of unconditional love that is almost impossible to comprehend. It is a grace that we so often take for granted. It is your first and most constant companion, the one friend who has literally never left your side. Tonight, let's cultivate a feeling of partnership with this incredible vessel, a sense of being on the same team. For so long, the mind and body can feel like they are in opposition. The mind wants the body to look a certain way, to perform a certain way, to never change. The body, in its wisdom, simply continues with the business of living, of adapting, of moving through its natural seasons. This creates a painful inner conflict, but we can choose to end that conflict. We can choose to align our minds with the body's wisdom. We can start to see it not as a project to be managed, but as a wise and trusted partner to be listened to. Your body has an intelligence that far surpasses your conscious mind. It knows what it needs. It sends you signals all the time. The whisper of thirst, the yawn of fatigue, the pang of hunger, the ache that asks for rest. For much of our lives, we learn to ignore these signals, to push past them. But building a friendship with your body begins with learning to listen again, to honor its messages, to trust its innate wisdom. Imagine your body as a separate, beloved being, like a faithful animal companion who has walked beside you your whole life. How would you speak to it? Would you criticize its appearance? Would you berate it for growing older? Or would you speak to it with kindness? Would you thank it for its loyalty? Would you stroke it gently and offer it comfort and care? You would offer it your gratitude and your respect. You can begin to do this for your own body tonight. You can shift the inner dialogue from one of command and criticism to one of conversation and collaboration. Instead of saying, "You should be better," You could ask, "What do you need from me?" Instead of lamenting its changes, you could say, "Thank you for all you have done for me." This is how you build a friendship. Through kind words, through listening, through acts of care. This faithful, loving vessel has carried you through every celebration. It allowed you to dance at weddings, to hug your loved ones, to taste delicious food, to see beautiful sunsets. Your eyes, your ears, your skin, they are the portals through which all the beauty and joy of the world has entered your consciousness. And this same vessel has carried you through every storm. It has endured fevers, processed grief, held the tension of your fear, and kept you breathing through the darkest nights of the soul. It has never faltered in its commitment to you. It is the container for your entire life experience. Without this body, there would be no story at all. So as you lie here, feel the reality of this partnership. Feel the steady, faithful beating of your heart. Feel the gentle, constant rhythm of your breath. These are the drum beats of your staunchest ally, the life song of your dearest friend. Let a feeling of appreciation, of simple gratitude begin to well up within you. A quiet thank you to this body. Thank you for your strength. Thank you for your resilience. Thank you for your unwavering loyalty. Thank you for being my home in this world. By fostering this sense of friendship and partnership, we move beyond mere acceptance and into a space of active, loving relationship. And in this relationship, you will find a source of comfort, strength, and peace that will be with you for the rest of your life. Building upon this feeling of friendship, let's now embark on a quiet, internal journey of gratitude. Not a demanding or forced gratitude, but a soft, gentle appreciation, like sunlight warming a room. We are going to move our awareness through the body, not to scan for flaws or imperfections, but to offer a silent litany of thanks. The focus here is not on the form of your body, but on its incredible function. Not on how it looks, but on what it has done for you and what it is doing for you in this very moment. This is an act of profound kindness, a way of watering the seeds of friendship we have just planted. So, as you continue to rest in comfort, let's begin this gentle scan. Bring your awareness all the way down to your feet, these feet. Think for a moment of the sheer miracle of them. They have been your foundation, your connection to the earth. They have carried the entire weight of you, day after day, year after year. Think of the thousands upon thousands of steps they have taken on your behalf. They have walked you toward people you love and away from situations that were no longer for you. They have carried you through parks, across city streets, down hallways at work, and across the soft floors of your own home. They have allowed you to stand tall, to dance, to run for joy, to tiptoe into a sleeping child's room. They may be tired. They may ache sometimes, but they have served you with incredible endurance. Silently, in your heart, just offer them a simple word of thanks. Thank you, feet, for carrying me through my life. Thank you for your strength and your steadfastness. Now, let that warm feeling of appreciation travel up into your legs. Your legs, with their powerful muscles and strong bones. They have provided the power for every step your feet have taken. They have bent to lift a heavy load, or to kneel down to look a child in the eye. They have propelled you forward in the world, giving you the gift of mobility, of exploration, of freedom. They are the pillars of your physical being. Thank you, legs, for your power, for moving me through my world. And now, bring your awareness to your hips, your pelvis, the strong, stable core of you. This area has provided balance and support. For some, it has been the sacred vessel that cradled new life. It is the center of your gravity, the anchor of your physical presence. Thank you for your stability and your grounding strength. Let your awareness drift up into your abdomen, your stomach, your digestive system. This incredible internal world that works so tirelessly without your conscious thought to take the food you eat and transform it into life-giving energy. It breaks down, absorbs, and distributes nourishment to every single cell in your body. It is a masterful alchemist, turning simple meals into the very fuel of your existence. Thank you for nourishing me, for sustaining me. And now, your back and your spine. This elegant, strong column that holds you upright, that protects the vital network of your nervous system. It allows you to bend, to twist, to reach. It has borne your burdens, both physical and emotional. It is the central axis of your strength. Thank you for your support, for allowing me to stand tall. Let's bring our awareness to our hands and arms. Think of everything your hands have done. They have built, created, and repaired. They have written letters, typed emails, and held a pen to sign your name. They have cooked thousands of meals. They have washed dishes, planted gardens, and turned the pages of books. More than that, they have been your instruments of connection. They have held the hands of those you love. They have wiped away tears, your own and others. They have offered a comforting touch on a shoulder. They have applauded the success of others. They have stroked the fur of a beloved pet. They have waved hello and goodbye. Your hands are the agents of your heart in the physical world. Silently offer them your deepest gratitude. Thank you, hands, for all you have done, for all you have given, for all you have held. And now, your chest, and within it, your lungs and your heart. Your lungs, these beautiful, branching structures that have drawn in the air of the world since your very first cry. With every breath, they perform a sacred exchange, taking in the oxygen that fuels you and releasing the carbon dioxide you no longer need. This quiet, constant rhythm of breathing has been the soundtrack of your entire life, a faithful companion through every moment. And your heart, this magnificent, tireless muscle, beating steadily, rhythmically, 60, 70, 80 times a minute. Every minute of every hour of every day of your life. It has never taken a vacation. It has never stopped working for you. It has pumped life-giving blood to the farthest reaches of your body, nourishing every cell, every organ. It is the engine of your physical life, the symbol of your emotional life. Rest your awareness on this faithful, steady beat. Feel it, and whisper your thanks. Thank you, heart, for your unbelievable endurance, for your constant, life-sustaining rhythm. Finally, bring your awareness to your head, your face, your senses, your mouth that has tasted so much sweetness and has spoken words of truth and love, your nose that has inhaled the scent of rain on dry earth, of baking bread, of the people you love, your ears that have heard beautiful music, the laughter of friends, the comforting sound of a familiar voice, and your eyes, these incredible windows that have allowed you to witness the beauty of this world, sunsets and starry nights, the faces of your family, the words on a page, the infinite colors and shapes of life. They have allowed you to see your path, to witness beauty, to perceive the world around you. Thank you for the gift of my senses. Thank you for connecting me so richly to the world. By shifting the inner dialogue from one of criticism of form to one of gratitude for function, we fundamentally change our relationship with our body. We begin to see it not as an ornament to be polished and perfected, but as an incredible, living, breathing partner, a miraculous biological machine and a sacred temple all at once. This litany of gratitude is a powerful form of love, and your body, like any living thing, blossoms in the presence of love. Let this feeling of appreciation be the soft blanket that covers you as you prepare for sleep. A deep, quiet, powerful appreciation for all that you are and for the incredible vessel that allows you to be. As this wave of gratitude settles deep within you, let it connect you to something even more profound, your own true strength. For too long, we have been taught to measure our worth and our power by a very narrow, superficial set of standards. We've been led to believe that strength is found in a youthful appearance, in smooth skin, in a body that defies the natural laws of time. But this is a fragile and fleeting definition of power. It is a strength that is external, dependent on appearances, and destined to fade. The truest, most enduring strength is not found in the reflection in the mirror. It resides much deeper. It is the strength woven into the very fabric of your being, a resilience that has been forged in the fires of your lived experience. Tonight, let's reconnect with that inherent power, the power that has nothing to do with aesthetics and everything to do with who you are at your core. Time 2.0s. Let your awareness settle into the center of your body, into your core. Feel the quiet, solid strength that resides there. This is not just about physical muscles. This is the center of your resilience, the place from which you have met life's challenges. Think of all the times you have been knocked down by disappointment, by grief, by failure, and think of the quiet, powerful force within you that got you back up again. That is your true strength. It is the invisible, unbreakable spirit that said, "I will keep going." It is the courage that allowed you to face another day, even when your heart was aching. It is the tenacity that kept you trying, even after you had failed. This strength doesn't shout, it whispers. It is a steady, quiet flame that even the harshest winds of life have not been able to extinguish. Your body, in its current form, is the living testament to this strength. It has endured. It has survived. It has carried you through every single one of your hardest days. The changes it shows are not signs of weakness. They are the medals of a veteran of life. Now, bring your awareness to your heart once more. But this time, feel not just its physical beat, but its incredible endurance. This is the heart that is loved and perhaps has been broken. And yet, it has continued to love. It has mended itself, learned to trust again, and found the courage to remain open to connection. That is a strength far greater than any physical attribute. The capacity to feel deeply, to weather the storms of human relationships, and to still choose love is a superpower. Your heart has held immense joy and immense sorrow. It has expanded to hold the love for so many people and things. It has a resilience that is awe-inspiring. This is not the fragile heart of a youth who has not yet been tested. This is the strong, flexible, capacious heart of someone who has truly lived and loved. It is a heart that knows its own strength. And let's connect with the wisdom that resides deep within your cells. This is not intellectual knowledge from books. This is the embodied wisdom that can only be earned through decades of experience. Your body knows things your mind is still catching up to. It knows how to read a room, how to sense a person's energy. It holds the muscle memory of every skill you've ever learned. It holds the deep, intuitive knowing that comes from having navigated countless complex situations. You have a library of experience stored within you that is priceless. You have made mistakes and learned from them. You have made good choices and understood why they worked. You have learned to discern truth from falsehood, not just with your mind, but with your gut. This inner wisdom is a deep, quiet power that guides you, protects you, and informs your every move. It is a strength that a younger person, for all their youthful vitality, simply cannot possess. It has been earned. It is yours. It is a treasure. We live in a world that often dismisses this kind of embodied wisdom in favor of newness and innovation. But this deep knowing is the most valuable resource you have. It is the source of your true confidence, your true grace. Let this affirmation settle into your being, a deep and resonant truth. My worth is not in my reflection, but in the depth and breadth of the life I have lived. Feel the power of that statement. It shifts the entire locus of your value from the outside to the inside. It reclaims your worth from the fleeting opinions of the world and places it firmly in the unshakable reality of your own experience. Your worth is in the kindness you have shown. It is in the challenges you have overcome. It is in the love you have given. It is in the wisdom you have gained. It is in every tear you have shed and every laugh that has filled a room. It is in the quiet moments of courage that no one else saw. This worth is not diminished by a new line on your face or a change in your body's shape. In fact, it is enhanced by them because they are the very evidence that you have been here, living fully, engaging with life, and becoming more and more yourself. Your true strength is your character. It is your resilience. It is your compassion. It is your humor. It is your unique spirit. These are the qualities that truly define you, and these are the qualities that do not fade with time. On the contrary, they deepen. They become richer, more nuanced, more beautiful. Like a fine wine or a magnificent piece of wood, your essential self becomes more valuable, more potent with age. So, as you rest here, on the edge of sleep, connect with this deep, internal, unshakable strength. Let go of the need to be seen as strong in the world's terms, and instead, feel the quiet, powerful, undeniable truth of the strength you already possess, the strength that has brought you all the way to this very moment. This is who you truly are, and it is more than enough. It is magnificent. Building on this recognition of your inner strength, let's now turn our attention to one of its most beautiful and often overlooked expressions: wisdom. There is a kind of beauty that is not visible to the naked eye, a beauty that radiates from a place of deep knowing. It is the unseen beauty of wisdom, and it is a treasure that can only be earned through the passage of decades, through the accumulation of experience, and through the quiet, steady process of survival. In a culture obsessed with the fresh, smooth surface of youth, the deep, textured beauty of wisdom is often forgotten, but it is a far more compelling and enduring form of beauty. It is the light in a person's eyes that comes not from naivete, but from having seen so much of life, its joys, its sorrows, its absurdities, and having made peace with it all. This wisdom is not just an accumulation of facts or knowledge. It is a profound shift in perspective. It is the ability to see the bigger picture, to understand that most of life's dramas are temporary storms passing through a vast, calm sky. It is the compassion that grows from having made your own mistakes and learned to forgive yourself, which in turn allows you to forgive the mistakes of others. It is the patience that comes from knowing that things unfold in their own time, that you cannot rush a season or force a flower to bloom. It is the quiet confidence that is born not of arrogance, but of having been tested by life and discovering that you are, in fact, strong enough. Your body's changes are inextricably linked to this profound growth of your spirit. They are the external markers of this internal deepening. Think of it like this. When you are young, your energy is directed outwards. You are striving, building, achieving, proving yourself. It is a time of vibrant external activity. As time goes on and the body naturally changes, there is a gentle, organic invitation to turn that energy inwards. The focus shifts from doing to being. The need to prove oneself falls away, replaced by a quiet desire to simply understand, to connect, to appreciate. The lines on your face are the physical evidence of a lifetime of paying attention, of witnessing the world with all its complexities. The silver in your hair is a crown of experience, a sign that you have lived long enough to accumulate stories and insights that are of immense value. The softening of your body can mirror a softening of the heart, a letting go of the hard edges of judgment, and a blossoming of a more gentle, compassionate way of being in the world. Let's use an analogy from the natural world, which always holds the truest wisdom. Imagine a young sapling. It is smooth, flexible, and vibrant with new life. It is beautiful in its potential. Now, imagine a great, ancient tree in a forest, a tree that has stood for 100 years or more. Its bark is not smooth. It is thick, gnarled, and deeply grooved. Its branches may be twisted, and some may even be broken from past storms. It is not the picture of youthful perfection. And yet, which tree do we revere? Which tree inspires a sense of awe and respect? It is the ancient one. We don't look at its rough bark and see flaws. We see history. We see strength. We see a being that has endured 100 winters, 100 storms, 100 seasons of drought and plenty. We intuitively understand that its gnarled trunk tells a story of incredible resilience. We feel a sense of peace and wisdom in its presence. We know it has provided shelter for countless creatures and has been a silent witness to generations of life unfolding around it. Its beauty is not in its smoothness, but in its character, its history, its magnificent endurance. You are that ancient tree. Your body, with all its changes, tells the story of your endurance. It speaks of the storms you have weathered, the seasons of your life you have moved through. The world may be conditioned to admire only the sapling, but the soul recognizes the profound beauty of the ancient tree. This wisdom you hold is a gift, not just to yourself, but to the world. It is the calm you can bring to a chaotic situation. It is the measured perspective you can offer to someone lost in the drama of a youthful crisis. It is the unspoken understanding in your eyes that can make another person feel seen and safe. This is not something that can be bought or faked. It must be earned day by day, year by year, experience by experience. It is the beautiful, invisible cloak you wear, woven from the threads of all you have lived. So as you lie here, allow yourself to feel the truth of this. Connect with the wise part of yourself, the part that knows things without knowing how it knows, the part that is no longer so easily rattled by life's ups and downs, the part that understands what truly matters: love, connection, kindness, peace. This is the real you. This is the essence that shines through the vessel of your body. The body is the storyteller, but the wisdom is the story itself. And it is a magnificent one. Let go of any lingering attachment to the beauty of the sapling. It was a lovely season, but it is past. Embrace, with quiet dignity and gentle pride, the profound, textured, awe-inspiring beauty of the ancient wise tree that you are becoming. This beauty does not fade, it only deepens. It only grows more luminous with each passing year. Rest in this deep, quiet, unshakable wisdom. It is your true nature. It is your most precious gift. And now, let's take all these beautiful threads we have been exploring: the gentle observation, the shared humanity, the release of struggle, the reframing of your story, the friendship with your body, the gratitude, the recognition of your true strength and wisdom. And let's weave them together. It is time to allow this newfound sense of acceptance and peace to integrate, to settle deep within you, not just as a collection of nice thoughts or comforting ideas in your mind, but as a warm, tangible, physical sensation in your body. True change, true healing, happens when a new understanding moves from the head to the heart and then sinks into the very cells of our being. This is the process of embodiment, of making this piece a part of who you are. So, as you lie here, resting in the stillness, I invite you to use your gentle imagination. Imagine a warm, soft, golden light. It might be the color of honey, or late afternoon sunlight, or the gentle glow of a candle. This light is the physical embodiment of all the kindness and acceptance we have cultivated tonight. It is the energy of self-compassion, of peace, of deep, unconditional love for yourself, exactly as you are. See this beautiful, warm light beginning to form in the area of your heart, in the center of your chest. At first, it's just a small, gentle glow. But as you breathe, with each soft inhalation, you draw more of this peaceful energy into your heart space, and the light begins to expand. It grows brighter, warmer, softer. Feel this warmth spreading through your entire chest, a comforting, gentle heat that soothes and calms. This is the light of acceptance, and it is filling the very core of you. Now, imagine this warm, golden light beginning to flow out from your heart, like liquid sunlight, moving through your body. There is no need to force it. It knows exactly where to go. Allow this gentle, loving energy to flow down into your abdomen, filling every organ with warmth and peace. It flows into the places where you may have held tension, or worry, or self-criticism about your body's shape. And as the light touches these areas, it dissolves any lingering residue of judgment, replacing it with a soft, glowing acceptance. Feel your stomach soften, your whole core relax into a state of profound ease. Let this light continue to flow downwards, pouring into your hips, your pelvis, and down through your legs. It fills your powerful thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, all the way to the very tips of your toes. Every cell in your legs, the pillars that have carried you so faithfully, is now being bathed in this golden light of gratitude and peace. Feel them becoming heavy, warm, and deeply relaxed. Now, let the light flow from your heart upwards, streaming across your shoulders, melting away any final traces of the burdens you have carried for so long. Feel that weight dissolving completely in the warmth of this light, and let it pour down your arms, filling your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, and your hands. Imagine this golden energy pooling in the palms of your hands, the hands that have given and received so much. Feel them tingle with a gentle, peaceful energy. And now, allow this beautiful, healing light to flow up through your neck and into your head. It fills your entire skull, bathing your brain in a calm, soothing glow. It quiets the busy, thinking mind. It softens the voice of the inner critic, dissolving its harsh words in a flood of gentle compassion. It smooths the space between your eyebrows, releases your jaw, and relaxes every tiny muscle in your face. Your entire being, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, is now filled, saturated with this warm, golden light of peace. You are not just thinking about acceptance. You are feeling it. You are embodying it. It is in your bones, in your muscles, in your blood, in every single cell. This is your natural state, a state of wholeness, a state of peace with yourself. In this moment, there is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing to fix. There is nothing missing. You are completely and utterly whole, just as you are. Let this new affirmation arise from this feeling, a truth that you can feel in your entire body. I am at peace with the story my body tells. I am whole right now. Let this statement resonate within you. I am at peace with the story my body tells. It acknowledges everything, the changes, the history, the journey, and it declares peace. It is not a denial of reality, but a profound acceptance of it. I am whole right now. This is the ultimate truth. Your wholeness is not dependent on your appearance, your age, or what you have or have not accomplished. Your wholeness is your birthright. It is the fundamental reality of your being. And sometimes, we just need to become quiet enough to remember it. Rest in this feeling. Marinate in this beautiful golden light. Let it be the atmosphere in which you drift toward sleep. There is no need to hold on to it tightly. It is now a part of you. This peace, this wholeness, is your true home. And you can return to this feeling, this sensation, anytime you need to, simply by remembering the warm, golden light and allowing it to fill you once again. This is the deep, quiet work of integration, allowing a new way of seeing to become a new way of being. Let this gentle, loving energy be the foundation upon which you rest tonight, a deep and unshakable peace that holds you as you prepare to surrender to the healing embrace of sleep. You are safe, you are held, you are whole. And now, as you rest in this beautiful, integrated state of peace, held in a soft, golden light of your own creation, let's turn our attention to the final gift of this day, the gift of deep, restorative rest. For tonight, we can frame the act of falling asleep not as a passive shutting down, but as the ultimate active expression of love and gratitude for your body. After all the work it has done for you today and every day of your life, offering it deep, profound rest is the kindest, most nourishing thank you that you can possibly give. Sleep is not a departure from life. It is a vital part of its rhythm. It is the sacred time when this faithful vessel you inhabit has the chance to repair, to heal, to regenerate. It is an act of profound trust, letting go of conscious control and allowing your body's innate wisdom to take over and do its miraculous, quiet work. Think of sleep as a way of tending to your most precious resource. Just as you would water a beloved plant or provide shelter for a cherished companion, you offer your body the sanctuary of sleep. It is in these quiet, dark hours that your muscles repair themselves, that your brain sorts and consolidates the memories of the day, that your immune system strengthens, and that your entire being resets and recharges for the day to come. To welcome sleep, to invite it in, is a profound act of self-care. It is a way of saying to your body, "Thank you. You have done enough. Now, it is time for you to be cared for. It is time for you to receive." When you see sleep through this lens, any anxiety about falling asleep can begin to soften. It is not a performance you must achieve. It is a gift you are offering to your dearest friend, your own body. So, let's begin to consciously offer this gift. We can start by inviting a deep, comforting heaviness to spread through your limbs. The kind of delicious heaviness that comes at the end of a long, satisfying day. It is the feeling of the body being held completely and securely by the surface beneath it. There is no need for you to hold yourself up any longer. You can surrender your full weight. Let yourself be supported. Bring your awareness back to your feet. Imagine them becoming heavy, as if gentle, warm weights have been placed upon them. Feel them sinking down into the mattress, releasing all effort. This heaviness is the feeling of letting go. Now, allow that warm, heavy sensation to flow up into your calves and your thighs. Your legs are becoming so heavy, so relaxed. They feel wonderfully solid and still, completely at rest. Let this feeling of deep, pleasant heaviness spread into your hips and your pelvis, anchoring you to the bed. You are safe. You are secure. You are completely supported. Now, feel this comforting weight filling your abdomen and your chest. The gentle rise and fall of your breath becomes heavier, slower. Your entire torso sinks down, held in a perfect embrace by the surface beneath you. Allow your shoulders to feel this heaviness now. Feel them release any last bit of tension, becoming heavy and soft, melting down and away from your ears. Let this wave of deep relaxation flow down your arms, through your elbows and forearms, all the way to your hands. Your hands feel heavy and warm, resting peacefully at your sides. And finally, allow your head to feel heavy on the pillow. The pillow is here to support you completely. You can release all the tension in your neck and just let your head be held. Your entire body is now heavy, calm, and deeply relaxed. It is a beautiful, comforting feeling. The feeling of a body that is ready for rest. It is a feeling of complete surrender to the support that is all around you. In this state of deep physical relaxation, you are creating the perfect conditions for sleep to arrive. You are sending a clear, loving message to your body that it is safe to let go. It is safe to shut down the conscious mind and enter the healing realm of sleep. You are thanking this faithful vessel for all that it does by providing it with this peaceful, quiet harbor. You are honoring its tireless work by giving it this time to restore itself. There is nothing more you need to do now. Your only job is to enjoy this feeling of deep, heavy comfort, to rest within it, to allow the day to fall away from you. All the thoughts, the worries, the plans, you can set them down now. They will be there for you tomorrow, if you need them. But for tonight, your only responsibility is to this deep, profound, and loving act of rest. Think of your body as a boat that has been sailing all day and has now been guided into a calm, quiet harbor for the night. The sails have been lowered. The engine is off. The anchor has been dropped. All that is left is the gentle, rhythmic rocking of the calm water. lulling it into a state of perfect stillness. Your body is now in its harbor. The gentle rocking is the rhythm of your own slow, deep breathing. And all that is left is to allow the quiet of the night to envelop you, to hold you, and to carry you into the peaceful waters of sleep. This is the greatest kindness you can offer yourself at the end of the day, a loving surrender to rest. As this deep heaviness settles into you, a feeling of profound safety begins to emerge. Let yourself sink even deeper into this feeling. This body, this vessel that has carried you through your entire life, is not just your partner. It is your home. It is the only home you will ever truly know in this world. And right now, in this moment, it is your safest harbor. No matter what storms may be raging in the outside world, or even in your own mind, here, within the physical sensations of your own body, you can find a sanctuary, a place of quiet and of peace. Feel the boundaries of your own skin. This is your sacred space. Within this space, you are in charge. You can cultivate calm. You can generate warmth. You can choose to be at peace. Let the feeling of safety envelop you like the softest, warmest blanket you can imagine. It's a blanket woven from your own breath, your own presence, your own loving attention to yourself. Imagine this safe harbor. It is a quiet, hidden cove, protected from the wind and the waves of the open sea. The water within the harbor is perfectly still, reflecting the soft light of the moon and the stars. The air is calm and smells of salt and peace. This is the state of your inner world right now. You have guided your ship, your conscious mind and body, into this protected space. The chaos of the day, the endless lists, the conversations, the worries, all of that is the open sea, and you have left it behind for the night. Here in the harbor, there are no demands. There are no expectations. There is nothing to do, nothing to solve, nowhere to be. There is only stillness, only rest. The body itself is this harbor. Its innate wisdom knows how to create this calm. When you allow it, when you stop fighting and simply let go, your body naturally seeks a state of equilibrium, of peace. Your heart rate slows. Your breathing deepens. Your muscles release. This is your body's natural state of rest and repair. It is a place of profound safety. Your mind, which has been the busy, active captain of the ship all day, can finally take a rest. It can hand over the controls to the ancient, wise intelligence of the body. The body knows how to navigate the waters of the night. It knows how to heal. It knows how to restore. The mind's only job now is to trust this process, to let go of the wheel. And as the mind lets go, as it surrenders its need to be in control, it too can find rest. Imagine your thoughts as little paper boats that have been floating on the surface of your mind all day. Now, one by one, you can watch them gently drift away, out of the harbor, out into the vast, quiet ocean of the night. You don't have to push them away. You just watch them go. A thought about tomorrow arises, and you watch it drift away. A memory of yesterday appears, and you let it float on by. You are the calm, still water of the harbor, and the thoughts are just little boats passing through. They don't have to disturb your peace. You can simply allow them to come and allow them to go, without attachment, without struggle. Your attention remains here, in the safe, calm harbor of your physical sensations. The feeling of the soft sheets against your skin, the weight of the blanket upon you, the gentle, rhythmic rise and fall of your own breath. These are your anchors in the present moment. They are what keep you safe and grounded in the harbor of now. This is your sanctuary, a place that is always available to you. Anytime you feel overwhelmed, anytime you feel lost in the storm, you can close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and return to the safe harbor of your own body. It is your constant refuge. It is the home base from which you venture out into the world, and the safe place to which you always return to rest and heal. This feeling of being at home in your own skin, of finding safety and sanctuary within yourself, is the ultimate gift of this journey of acceptance. When you are no longer at war with your body, it can finally become what it was always meant to be, your safest place, your most profound comfort. It is the ultimate source of security because it is the one thing that is always, always with you. So allow yourself to feel this deeply, the feeling of being completely safe, the feeling of being perfectly at home. Let go of all conscious effort. There is absolutely nothing more you need to do. You have done the beautiful work of coming home to yourself. You have made peace with your story. You have honored your faithful vessel. And now, all that is left is to surrender to the deep, healing quiet of the harbor, to allow the body's innate wisdom to take over, to release your grip and just be held, safe, and completely at peace. The gentle tide of sleep is beginning to rise, ready to lift you and carry you into a night of deep, restorative rest. There is no need to swim toward it. Just allow it to find you, right here, in the safety and stillness of your own sacred harbor. And now, the pacing slows. The words become softer, gentler. There is very little left to say, very little left to do. You are simply here, resting in the harbor, safe, calm, and a gentle tide is beginning to rise. The tide of sleep. It is not something you have to search for. It is something that comes to you, naturally, easily, like the tide rising in the quiet of the night. You can feel it now, a gentle pulling, a soft call to let go even more. You might feel yourself drifting now, just a little, floating on this gentle, peaceful current. And that is so very good. There is nothing to resist, nothing to hold on to. Just allow yourself to be carried. Just allow. Just be. And as you listen, you might already be drifting. The sounds of my voice might begin to blend with your own thoughts, and the space between the words grows longer, softer. This is a space for you to float in, a space of quiet and peace. Letting go now, releasing the last bit of effort, letting go of the day, letting go of tomorrow. There's only this moment, this soft, gentle, peaceful moment, and you are floating in it, weightless, free. Your body is so heavy, so deeply relaxed, but your mind, your consciousness, can feel light now, like a single leaf floating on the still water of the harbor, drifting, slowly, peacefully, with no particular destination, just the gentle, easy movement of drifting. There's nothing more you need to do, nothing more you need to understand. You have done all the work, and now you are simply receiving the gift of rest, the gift of peace, the gift of sleep. It is all here for you. Just allow it to come. Allow it to hold you. Drifting, floating, on a gentle, easy tide. The edges of the world are becoming soft now, blurring just a little. And that's a good sign. It means you are letting go. It means you are trusting the process. You are trusting your body to know exactly what to do. And as you listen, you might already be drifting. Your breathing is slow, and deep. Your heart is calm and steady. Your body is at peace. Your mind is quiet. Everything is aligned for deep, healing sleep. So just allow, just drift. Floating now on a soft, dark, peaceful river, the river of sleep. It is carrying you gently, holding you securely. You are safe. You're so very safe. There's nothing to fear. Only peace awaits you. Deep, profound, healing peace. Let the words just wash over you now. Don't try to hold on to them. Let them be like the sound of distant waves, a gentle rhythm that lulls you deeper and deeper into rest, deeper and deeper into peace. Drifting and floating, letting go and allowing. So soft, so easy, so peaceful. There's nothing more you need to do. Just allow. Just be. Sleep is coming now, like a gentle friend, to sit beside you, to hold your hand, and to guide you into the quiet land of dreams. And as you listen, you might already be drifting, far away on that gentle tide. And if you are, that is wonderful. Just let go completely. Let the last thread of awareness dissolve into the deep, peaceful ocean of sleep. Just let go now. Let it all go. Drifting, floating, sleeping, now. And so, as you drift on this final, gentle tide, a quiet blessing for your journey. A blessing for the beautiful, courageous body that has been your home, for its resilience, for its wisdom, for the incredible story it tells. May you always remember to honor it, to listen to its whispers, and to offer it the kindness it so deeply deserves. A blessing for the spirit that animates this body, the unbreakable, essential you, the part of you that has learned and loved and grown through every season of your life. May you always feel its strength, its grace, its quiet, unshakable worth. Sleep is a friend. It is here now, arriving so naturally, so gently, to restore and to heal you. It is the final act of grace in the rhythm of the day, a sacred pause, a return to the source. Trust this friend completely. Surrender into its kind and loving embrace. It will hold you through the night and deliver you, refreshed and renewed, to the soft light of a new morning. There is nothing more to do, nothing more to think. The journey for tonight is complete. All that is left is the deep, peaceful quiet of restorative rest. You are loved. You are whole. Rest now. Deep, peaceful rest.